This is the Pocket Monster Manual. I'm Wooly Shambler, here with MD. Jesus Christ. Lou.
Hi, I'm Civilized.
And Specs.
I didn't know Jesus Christ was going to be on the podcast.
We are talking about Mankey. If we sound different, it's because we switched to Discord, because I can record everyone's audio separately and not have to deal with people talking over each other. With that out of the way, talk about Mankey.
He's our first fighting type, right?
Yes, he is. He's also the first you can get, I think, because you can get him to the left of Viridian.
Yeah,
like,
on the way to Victory Road.
If you're not getting Butterfree, then it's going to be him fighting Brock for you.
Yeah, there's no other earlier one. Wow. Look at him.
Or you could use a Nido with Double Kick. Is Double Kick fighting type in?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
But he'd be useful for Brock rather than just chucking your Pikachu at it until you win, like I did as a kid. It's a good example of a Pokemon that, like, it's obviously a monkey, but it doesn't really look at all like any monkey that exists in real life. So it's a good design.
I like the pig nose.
Yeah.
I'd like to get tired of just generic animals and actually started working making weird animals. Also, I just found the most relatable Pokédex entry ever. Crystal. It lives in groups in the treetops. If it loses sight of its group, it becomes infuriated by its loneliness.
Oh, no. A lot of the Dex entries seem to talk about how, like, if one gets mad, the rest will get mad. So it's got this weird, like, hive mind of emotion going on. Oh, and then Sun also mentions the loneliness too. It can spontaneously become enraged. Everyone near it clears out as it rampages, and the resulting loneliness makes it angrier still.
It's me.
Oh my god. And even in Moon, the anger in its dreams causes it to wake up, which makes it angry. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Have you ever been so angry in a dream that you got up and got even angrier?
Because it doesn't hold in its stress, this Pokemon can live for a long time. I never thought of that.
Is that maybe a Japanese person's view on the world there?
What the fuck?
Angry people live longer. You heard it here first.
I'm looking at Mankey's design, and there's nothing that sticks out as, like, good. It's not awful. But together it looks fine, but it's just very... It's just hairy ball with arms.
Yeah, if you were to describe Mankey to somebody who hadn't seen him, it would sound shitty. It would sound terrible. You'd be like, okay, so he's got kitty cat ears and kitty cat paws on a furry ball with a pig nose and a tail, and furry bird feet.
But he got angry eyes.
It's like it's very much like how the Greeks would invent monsters by just putting different animals together.
Yeah, I told you guys he is like a little lab experiment. He's like a little, for all we know, he's just a really angry, hairy little dude. He's like. Something I really like about Mankey is how devoted they were to making his theme of being very angry, like, make sense in every facet of him. Like, all of his abilities are, like, about being angry or being, like, super high energy. All of his moves are, like, about being angry. He gets, like, outraged. It's crazy.
He has sleep talk as well, which comes from the fact that he can get angry even in his sleep. That's great.
He gets Thunderbolt. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but he gets it.
I'm almost enjoying my anger.
I feel like we're starting to reach the end of, like, the Pokemon that exist to just be there section. And Mankey, I feel like, is that. He doesn't really appear in a lot of games if you ever really look at it. He shows up in Gen 1 and 2 normally. And the rest are just like, oh, he shows up in Gen 7 apparently. But the rest he's not there. He just kind of got left behind, which is weird considering he was like the version exclusive counterpart to Meowth.
I guess it's one of the only fighting Pokemon that aren't based on the human notion of fighting, like martial arts or something.
He's fighting because he's angry.
Yeah.
And he's angry because he's fighting. It's just a sad cycle of violence. And the fact that we're doing nothing to help these poor little Pokemon reflects really poorly on humanity.
Just take some time after you listen to the podcast and just call your senators and ask them to get a bill for Mankey mental health.